My hair is doing something weird.
I'm Hannah.
I'm Laurie.
We're Journey with the Gingers. Mom is hard of hearing. Like
I am deaf in my right ear.
not 100%.
No,
but like
profoundly deaf in my right ear.
Enough to warrant a hearing aid in some situations.
I guess we don't have our hearing aid in.
Well, when our intro video started, she'd been editing on the computer and it just blasted us like with volume, and she was like, it wasn't that loud. And I was like, Anyways, we're here.
Yep. So tell us something good. Do you have some good news? Do you have a countdown? I bet you Mary Ellen Dillon has a countdown. Mm-hmm. She always is got either on a cruise or about to go on a cruise, which is great. I want to grow up to be Mary Ellen Dillon, even though she's probably younger than me. Do you have something to celebrate? Please tell us in the chat so we can celebrate with you. Also, if you are a creator, if you had some kind of milestone that your channel hit, tell us. We want to celebrate that too. So we have some countdowns, just some upcoming stuff more than just countdowns. We are going to be on Keith's birthday celebration live stream on Tuesday, June the 10th. It begins at 7 Eastern Standard Time. It will be on at 8. And because he has different guests each hour, which is exciting. And we have a new video on our channel that was posted last weekend. What? Why are you laughing?
It's just really long.
It's long, but it's funny. I think it's got some funny moments in it. It's Hannah, Elizabeth, and I doing a food review of things that we ate on the MSC Seashore in the yacht club, and we also did a review on Ola Tacos and Cantina. So if you
161 people have watched that thing.
Yes, ma'am.
That's wow.
And it's got
I'm shocked. It's a 42-minute long video.
Have you seen how many people watch the Yacht Club benefits video?
2.1
thousand. That's a lot. Mm-hmm. Anyway, and I'm currently working on the MSC Shore ship tour, and don't expect it this weekend because it's not happening.
This weekend is busy.
Well, ship tours take a long time. If you do them right.
Yeah.
And I'm not in a rush. I'd rather it be right than be rushed, I guess. Yeah. We used to be in the mindset we're going to put out a video every week.
And then Hannah was like, I can't do this. That's when I got burnt out on editing. I was like, I can't.
And see, I love editing. Yeah. It's my
time. I don't not like it. It's just when I don't have time, it feels like a burden when it shouldn't be, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And with this last trip, we had a strategy before the trip of what exactly we wanted to film. So I feel like we didn't spend the whole trip filming. Mm-hmm. I felt like we really enjoyed it. Like it was a 4-day cruise, so we didn't want to spend the whole time filming. So we had certain things we wanted to film, and I had this little notebook, and the notebook was like the outro and the intro for this type video, and we need to hit these things for this video, and then I created on the Google Drive, a checkoff list for the ship tour, which Hannah and I did almost in one day on the seashore.
It was nice because when you were in yacht club, you kind of stayed in yacht club and doing the ship tour with like a scavenger hunt around the ship, basically.
Yeah. And I organized the checkoff thing by floor. So we would just knock out a floor and then go to the next one. We got it done in 2 hours?
Yeah, except Hannah went to medical services part, and I didn't realize that floor was not meant for guests. It was the crew floor. So when I went down there to get the sign, one of the guys looked at me. He goes, "Are you lost?" I was like, "I'm so sorry. I'm trying to figure something out." And I walked away, and I was like, I can't go any further.
You just got the sign.
Because if you went down further, that was crew quarters and stuff. And I was like, the medical facility is in the crew section.
And side note, when we were on the NCL Joy and we were looking for the medical center, most people think the medical center would be at the lowest floor. Well, it was on floor 13. Was it 13?
They don't have a floor 13 on NCL. I thought.
anyway, it was like midway. We were like, where is this thing?
It was in the middle too.
Yeah, it was a weird location. That was truly a scavenger hunt trying to figure out where the medical center was.
Yeah, I was trying to film it without getting like anybody passing by, but I didn't realize that was like the entry to like the crew section. I was like, oh god. And it took me being there for 5 minutes for the guy to be like, "Are you okay? Like, do you need help?" I was like, "No, I'm good."
So Hannah filmed most of all the ship tour on her phone because her phone's a newer version than mine. And
I'm hot. Can we turn it down?
I'll turn my phone off.
Mother, you're killing me in here. It was on 77.
I get cold all the time.
I understand. Do you want the blanket? Because like,
Anyway, so on the drive, I created a folder for every place on the seashore, like Ola Tacos.
I will say it took like 4 hours for all the videos to upload to the drive.
So Hannah dropped them in the folders. So now as I'm editing, I have to just go into the folder for each spot, which is I'm an organized person. I'm so proud of myself.
Oh, shut up.
What?
That's Lizzie.
Hey, Lizzie.
This is one of my coworkers. It is funny.
Lizzie gets to see Hannah all day long and even comes to our live stream. Well, you must love her.
Yeah. Lizzie and I are trying to read Never Lie.
Never Lie.
Yeah, by Freedom McFadden.
That is such a good book. If y'all are not reading Freedom McFadden, I would highly recommend her as an author. But Never Lie, to me, is her best book. Mm-hmm. Sorry, I am adjusting the air on my Alexa app for my child. Now my husband's worried. My blood pressure was low. Now I sent it to him.
It's on 75 with the door closed. Oh my goodness. No. It wouldn't be that bad if we didn't have the ring light.
All right. I'm just leaving my phone on. If it rings, it rings. Anyway, I have an override. We're just all over the place. I have an override on my phone in case my mother calls me. Mimi calls. And it'll ring you if it's on silent. So if it rings, it's Mimi calling me.
She said, I promise I'll continue reading at some point.
Oh,
goodness.
I am currently reading The Wedding People. Is that what it's called? Yeah. Mm-hmm. I just finished First Live Winds. It was good. But The Wedding People's great. I'm enjoying that. Mm-hmm. What are you reading? We stopped putting that in our thing.
I'm reading Never Lie.
Never Lie.
And I'm reading Rare Blend.
Rare Blend?
Yeah, it's like it's a romance, and it's one of the main characters owns a vineyard and winery. Like it's a rare blend.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm almost done with it.
You like it? Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. So anyway, we just totally went off. We're also going this weekend to see a musical.
Shucked.
Be surprised, y'all. We're seeing another musical. We're going to see Shucked.
It's about corn.
It's about corn. It's supposed to be funny, though.
It's not like people dressing up and dancing around with butter corn. It's about like farmers.
But I have upcoming cruises in August and September and also next March. And are they there? Mm-hmm. Cheryl and Ed. They'll be on that ship with us. William and I. Excited about that. Haven't seen them we saw them in Helen.
Yeah.
I was about to say since 2022 cruise, but we actually saw them in Helen too.
Yeah, 2024.
And yeah. Yes. And anyway, in under 6 months, we have a wedding.
I had to sneeze. I'm so sorry. Allergies.
Feel like it's coming together. Hannah doesn't know because her mama takes care of everything.
Lizzie asked me the other day. She goes, "How is wedding planning?" I was like,
"Ask my mom." It's great. It's great for you. Aren't you glad your mother takes care of things? So anyway, we are 9 minutes into this, and now we're going to talk about what we're talking about. We have a fun hour planned. We're starting off with some weekly travel news, and then we're playing some fun trivia. But let's go ahead and say hello.
Lizzie cannot answer the trivia because I've already tested Lizzie. Lizzie and Gracie, she also works with us, test when I make trivia. They test my trivia.
Oh, okay. They already know the answer.
To make sure, like, it's not too easy. It's not too hard.
Got it. Yep. So let's say hi to everybody in the chat. Mm-hmm. Hello, Keith. Speaking of the upcoming birthday boy, he says, hello, Laurie and Hannah. We're in 12 days until his 63rd birthday. So excited for you, Keith. and we're very appreciative that you asked us to be part of your celebration. And there's the wonderful Mary Ellen Dillon.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Here's Cheryl and Ed.
And there's Cheryl and Ed.
Yep.
Good to see y'all.
There's one of my favorite Canadians.
And Nick is getting over a spring cold.
Yep.
That's not
Nick,
fun.
has your immune system gotten better since you've become a flight attendant? Because I feel like it would, because you're around all those people in recycled air.
He's going to say not right now because I have spring cold.
I'm just asking in general.
And Nick has a little wrench by his name.
My mother said,
he got voluntold.
Mom was like, can you message Nick? I made him a moderator. I said, you didn't ask? And she goes, no. We've been talking about it. We have been talking about it. And I was like,
we appreciate you, Nick.
And he was like, I'm honored. I'm like, glad you have a positive response.
You already have a wrench by your name.
Oh, goodness. Let's see. Jeffrey's here. I'm just reading.
Jeffrey, good to see you. What did Mary Ellen Dillon say? A little longer than my normal. I have to look. Oh, like her countdown.
Yeah.
And Jeffrey, his birthday was the last 2 weeks.
May 15th. It was on May 15th.
Oh, nice. Happy birthday.
Yeah. Happy belated birthday.
We had 2 birthdays we celebrated yesterday. Terrell's birthday was yesterday, and the day before was my brother-in-law's. 71 days right now. That's a long one for you, Mary Ellen Dillon. A long countdown. Where did she say?
World America.
But shopping for another World America. You loved it, huh?
It's only 4 days. She was on.
She was on it for 14 days, but it wasn't enough.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah,
that says a lot for it. I'm excited that people get to try it. I've heard rave reviews for the regular area, but I have heard some negative reviews about the World America's Yacht Club. But I think it's just people had something different where they're used to the same experience on the C-class ships. So, I'll be happy on a cruise. I wouldn't be that upset. I won't, I promise. Trivia day is our favorite at work. This week is good, guys. She said, Lizzie says your trivia is good today.
So Lizzie also has been with me for the past 2 years when we do like the trivia event and representing our job and stuff. Lizzie's good at trivia too.
At the fundraiser.
Yep.
You skipped over Mr.
I know. I skipped over a lot of people.
Oh, no.
I know. I'm so bad at this. Jeffrey said his YouTube channel is growing.
Very good, Jeffrey. Congratulations.
And he did a live of the sunset this past Monday.
Beautiful. Jeffrey does beautiful sunsets.
Mm-hmm. His Will Cooper.
Makes me very jealous of where he lives. Hello, Will Cooper. Good to see you. And then Cheryl says, we're only 87 days until the NCL Encore to Alaska for our first group cruise. That's so exciting.
Whoop, whoop.
Group cruises to host are a little stressful just because you want it to be just right. But my group cruise I had in October.
I'm so sorry. It was right after a hurricane.
Yeah, it was like 2 weeks after Helene hit us. And a lot of people was hit by Helene, and Helene was horrible here. We had 2 cabins that had to be canceled because one lady that was going on the cruise, she still didn't have power to her house.
Mom looked at me, she goes, I'm having to do everything on my phone because we had no internet.
We had no internet, and people were having to cancel, and I was on my phone trying to cancel them. And
she just looked at me, she goes, this is bad time.
And then we had a hurricane. Which one was that? Milton. As we're on the cruise, we had Milton out there, and we had to go way down on the coast of Florida and just sit there and wait. And our ship was late coming back. It was just we made it. Hello, wonderful Anthony Simone. Good to see you.
Accidentally hit a button.
Anthony is one of our moderators too. We appreciate you for being here. And there's the fiance and the birthday boy.
People are telling him
one day late.
The chat.
We had a good birthday dinner with Jarrell and family last night.
This is my first cold in a long time.
Yeah, it's kind of like when you become a teacher. You have a good. When I was working in the school system, I had a great immune system.
And only 11 days until 58th birthday.
Very nice.
All right.
So you're You're almost close to my age. I know Cheryl and I are the same age. That's why we like them so much. Well, William is 58. He's about to turn 59, so we're all about the same age. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Hi, it's Kennedy. Hey, Kennedy. That's Lizzie's daughter.
That's her daughter. Hey, Kennedy. Good to see you.
Kennedy likes Wicked.
Yes, Kennedy went to see Wicked with us.
And she likes Descendants and Roblox. I know a lot about Kennedy.
She could be your best friend.
I
know. Or she could just sit and watch TV with you. And they came out today because we're excited because, we're musical people. And they came out today with news for the Tony Awards that the original...
Hello. Kennedy.
The original Broadway cast of Hamilton will be performing at Tony's.
Mm. Oh, yeah.
Are you having the Tony's party at our house still?
It's not a party. It's just come to my house and let's see if we can watch it on my TV.
Can you get CBS? You get Paramount.
Yeah.
Yeah. You should be able to see it.
June 4th is a big day for Wicked for good.
Yes, the trailer's coming out.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
I'm so excited.
She said Minecraft. I say Roblox. I'm so sorry. You were right. It's Minecraft.
Minecraft.
Yeah.
I remember Minecraft. Do you ever play that?
Mom, you've never played Minecraft.
I think I have.
Mother.
On the phone.
No.
That's not the one you couldn't have on the phone?
No.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Okay. Never mind. I've never played Minecraft.
Eric's here.
Hello, Eric. Eric, how many more days till we got till football? Because I'm ready.
Basketball,
I'm so ready for some football.
Baseball's going on right now.
Eric, our town is going to eventually get ice hockey back.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
We're so excited. We used to have a great time at watching the ice hockey games, and they took it away from us, and they're bringing it back with a new arena. What are you looking up? Minecraft?
Minecraft came out in 2011, so no, ma'am. Okay. It looks like this.
There's a movie about it.
Yeah, they're like
little block kid people.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, so let's share some travel news with all y'all. He said too many days. I know. That looks like a person's face. Every time I see it.
Well, I mean, a person's face does go up against it.
I know, but I guess
there's our Bostonian friend.
Hello, Bostonian friend. Good to see you.
Will Cooper said 13 weeks until the bulk of college football, 14 weeks until NFL.
Thank you, Will. We can make it.
See, I love hockey. Hockey's just entertaining to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, how can you be so aggressive while ice skating, It's
just fun.
It's just
fun to
fun.
watch it.
It's just,
and you can watch it inside.
Fun time. One of my favorite movies is Miracle. If you've never seen Miracle, it's such a good movie.
I love their name, the ones that just joined.
Hello.
From North to Neverland.
How y'all
I just love that name. Hello, good to see y'all.
All right.
All right. So this is the travel news I picked up this week. So if you haven't seen the news, a Delta flight was delayed because 2 pigeons sneaked aboard a plane in Minneapolis.
I feel like that's incorrect English. Is it snuck aboard?
Sneaked.
Is it snuck?
I think you have to use have or has in front of it to get snucked.
Delta flight delayed because 2 pigeons snuck aboard a
plane. Snuck. I don't know.
What?
I don't know. You're the editor.
Okay. Go continue.
So it was on Saturday, and it was leaving Minneapolis and going to Madison, Wisconsin.
They're both acceptable.
And if you want to see a video, there's been videos out there that someone shot with their phone. The man he captured one of the pigeons with his jacket, and it said they had to return to the gate twice because of birds. I guess they saw one and thought they had it all, and then the first one was captured by ground crew who came on and got it. And then they started to get out again, and they realized they had another one on there, and that's when the passenger stepped in. And it says the pilot said when he radioed the control tower about us coming back due to the pigeon, the guy said, well, that's a first for him. And pilot told him it was a second for him because the first being a half an hour earlier.
I feel bad. What if they were friends? They got
separated. One of them got wrapped up in a jacket.
That's so sad. I've seen the video of like the cat that escapes and it's like climbing over people's chairs and stuff. And I'm thinking, if I ever moved, I don't want to move, but if I ever moved and I had to fly somewhere with Sally, I don't know how I would do it. Because that cat does not like being in a cat carrier.
Yeah.
She would
no, she could not fly.
She does not drive.
She's too vocal.
Fun fact, Lizzie's sister usually watches Sally.
She's a great pet sitter.
When we're gone, so Lizzie has heard the stories about Sally. So I show Lizzie a picture of Sally very often. Let's see. He said, "What is going on with Delta this year?"
It's like the moon is just not right for Delta or something. Something's out of line. And you know, like Lizzie just said, she says, nightmare.
I knew she was going to say that.
She
said,
birds.
Nightmare fuels. I hate birds. She said, except for crows. Crows are cool.
My neighbor up the street.
Look, you see this? Except for crows. Crows are cool. She loves crows, but she doesn't like it. What? She thinks they're cool.
Yeah, that Lizzie's your friend.
Yeah, I know. I knew she was going to say that. She said she loves crows.
A neighbor at the street put on Facebook, she shared this video of this happening. And she said, I love Delta, but if this happened, I don't know if I could ever get back on because she has a deep fear of birds. The lady at the street that your dad
They know about it. Oh, goodness gracious.
We became friends after William hit their mailbox with his truck.
It was all fine. He fixed it. It's all good. They're good friends now. Speaking of baseball, the Phillies beat Atlanta today in their first of a doubleheader.
Oh.
See, okay, I will have to say, I go to baseball games for the music. So
when they have special music.
So there's that. Okay, next for the news.
And I didn't even know this until I saw it. That Celebrity Cruises is actually going to be going into the genre of river cruises. It's going to go on the Danube. I had to look that one up. Danube and the Rhine for its first season of river cruising. It's going to start in 2027 doing this, and they're bringing in 10 new river cruising ships. Celebrity. So I said the one good thing about it is there's not a lot of competition in the river cruising area, you know, and river cruising can be quite expensive, especially like Viking. So I said, well, maybe they'll give them some competition to where the prices might go a little bit lower because Viking's expensive.
Well, it may be the same price, but maybe you'll have like your loyalty can, you know,
this is true.
The cruising can help out.
Yeah.
You know, because with like some loyalties, you can get a discount or they'll have like sales stuff.
It says they're going to have the all-inclusive model with alcoholic drinks, Wi-Fi, and one excursion per port will be included in the fare, like Viking.
Gotcha.
It's going to be interesting. They said it's going to be inspired by the Edge class ocean ships, but I would think it would be inspired by the river boats. So that was interesting news. And then, you know,
I came up with this one.
Yeah, Hannah came up with this one. Perfect Day Mexico.
If you don't know, this is Royal Caribbean's new island,
right?
Like situation.
Yeah, and they announced this like last fall they're going to do this, but they came out with a little bit more news about it. They said it's going to be near Mahawal, a town on the Caribbean Sea, and that it's going to be a lot like Perfect Day at Coco Cay. They said that they're going to have itineraries that leave from Galveston, New Orleans, and Florida. It's going to go to Perfect Day Mexico. And the reason why they came out with more information is because you can get on a wait list now, which I've never heard of getting on a wait list for a cruise, but you can get on a wait list now for the cruises that are going to be happening when this happens. It says that Perfect Day will be divided into 7 main areas specifically designed for adrenaline junkies, families, and other types of visitors. And the destination will have several record-breaking amenities, including water slides and long, lazy rivers. It'll be home to the tallest water slide in the Americas. And that's it right there.
Also, part of this tower, I think there is a water slide that is shaped like a sombrero, and it like is one of those ball ones. So
yeah,
yeah,
we're going to go when we go on our cruise, I'm taking my mom and her friend on the Liberty in August, and we're going to be going to Celebration Key. So it seems like there's going to be a lot of competition going on about the different amenities and things like that. For Celebration Key, they have different portals similar to Perfect Day, and they also have an exclusive section like Perfect Day has, where you pay a upcharge just to go there. But the Perfect Day thing, that you pay one charge and it includes your lunch, but not drinks. But for Carnival, you can get a package that's just the pass to the exclusive area, that's what we did. It was $99. We didn't need to pay for the drinks and all that stuff. See, Carnival, the drink package doesn't work on the private islands like MSC does.
Wonder how that would.
So for Carnival to go to Celebration Key, you have to have. If you want the drinks, you have to buy a drink package. Like, pay for your drinks.
Do they inform the people who do opt in for the drink package that's a thing?
I don't think that they do as good a job as they should.
Yeah, because I can see people being quite upset if they get off the ship. I'm not a big drinker,
right?
But for those who are, while they're on vacation, it's kind of like, if you order a drink and they're like, "Here's your bill," and it's like, "What do you mean my bill?"
I think somebody can tell me wrong. I think it's like $80 a day for a drink package at Carnival, and I'm thinking if you're going to Celebration Key, you're going to stay the majority of the day, so that's a lot to spend to not have it on there.
That's silly.
I mean, I love that about Ocean Key is it's all it carries over.
Yeah,
even the Wi-Fi at Ocean Key, you just switch off.
She said, "Yes, it's known that the package doesn't work on the ship." I'm just wondering,
when you purchase a drink package and you're going to a private island like Half Moon Key or Celebration Key,
does it tell you that before you purchase?
This doesn't work on. I mean, as a travel agent, I would tell my people that are going there it doesn't work.
Yeah,
but I just didn't know.
Yep. Alrighty.
Speaking of Carnival, and this is not news, has anyone looked at the app, the update on the app? It is so much better.
She said drink package is $60.
Okay.
Plus gratuity?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the new app, the app for Carnival, it used to be before your trip, you just look at it and it'll tell you how many days. Pretty much.
Yeah, it was not that great.
It wasn't that much to it. But now it looks exactly like when you log into the website. So you can do your excursions and all that. It's very good. It's much better. That was a big improvement. Because I haven't used the Carnival app since last October when I logged in for this upcoming trip. I was like, wow, that's impressive. I'm glad that they did that. So that's all my news.
Okay. We ready for the next thing? Yeah, drink packages for Royal work at Coco Cay.
Okay. Yeah. So the only time I've ever done drink packages is when it's like a all-inclusive package I bought before.
Like Norwegian
and Celebrity and MSC. I've never purchased the drink package for Carnival because I just don't drink that much.
Yeah.
All right.
Logo trivia. It's travel edition.
I haven't updated. Carnival has the best app of any line. Yeah, but with the update, you can access everything now, because usually it would be like what you get on the ship, and then everything comes up. But now it's really fluid too. It's a good app.
All right. So I'll show you the logo. The logos have to do with companies whose main profit comes off of people traveling.
Okay.
So this could be booking, lodging,
cruising.
I was going to say modes of transportation.
Okay.
Things like that. Yeah. No, I made this slideshow, and I wanted to test her during dinner, and she looks at me, she goes, "I already looked through it."
She does it on my Canva, so I was already.
But I never go into your slideshows. I let you test me.
So I was working on the
It's one thing to look at one slide, but there are like 30 something slides.
And in Canva, I make some little graphic things for my videos, and I saw it and I said, "Oh, I wonder if she's finished with that." And I looked at it, I said, "Yes, she's finished with it. That's cute."
She tested herself. She was like, I only didn't know 2. I was like, okay. Yeah, okay.
You've had it there for me.
All right. So I'm going to show you the logo. You guess what it is, and then we'll give you the answer. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. All right. This is the first one. My people in the chat should know this.
Sean has a pretty awesome time using my drink package at Coco K. I bet.
That was Eric B.
Oh, I'm sorry, Eric. I'm so sorry.
See, I told you they would know. Da, 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 da.
My husband's checking on me. Now he's worried because my blood pressure's low.
Yeah, when you say, I don't feel well.
I've been feeling lightheaded all day, and then I took my blood pressure, and it was low.
Yeah. All right. Who we got?
I guess it's better than being high.
Yep. We got, it's Princess Cruise Lines. Yeah,
no, Anthony was calling me a princess.
Of course.
Who's the biggest princess in our family?
Your mother.
Mimi. Mimi's the princess.
Well, Cooper says his next cruise will be on Princess in March.
Very nice.
Which one?
Yeah, which princess cruise ship are you going on?
Next one. So, the funniest thing, when I was testing Gracie, she was like, what is that? I was like, that's a kangaroo. She goes,
you just gave the answer away.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Mother, that is obviously a kangaroo.
No, obviously.
It has nothing to do with the name.
Come here, cat jumping down.
That is a kangaroo. What are you talking about? And she was like, that's not a kangaroo. I was like, Gracie, like, you need to pull up an image of a kangaroo jumping. And she pulled it up. She goes, well, I guess that kind of is a kangaroo jumping. Yeah. How was that giving the answer away? Kangaroo sounds nothing like that. Good night.
Would you ever try a Virgin Voyages cruise?
Not with you.
Not with me.
Nope. With Jarrell. You and your husband can do that. Nope.
Not family?
No. I just, no. Yeah, he's going on the Sky Princess.
Nice.
Didn't Nick just go on that recently? Or like a year ago?
Was it Sky?
Was it Sky? Nick, help.
I have a client that's going on Caribbean Princess.
Ha 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 ha. It was my first princess ship.
Oh.
Do.
We only been on one princess?
Yeah.
The Ruby
and
princess.
you were like, this is really calm.
It's very calm. And I have clients that are going on Caribbean Princess for Alaska cruise, and they're doing the cruise tour, which I'm really jealous about. So they'll get off the ship and then do a lot of stuff in Alaska. And I started looking it up, and what I saw, and I forgot to tell you about. They had that International Cafe. Do you remember the International Cafe?
Is that the thing with the French fries and the soup?
No.
I love that thing. I still think
Norwegian. No, the International Cafe is the place that you go, and they have the already made sandwiches. And in the morning, they have like breakfast sandwiches and pastries and all that stuff.
When I think of Alaska, I think of French fries and fried rice and soup.
And Poppy. But that was such a neat little idea.
Qantas. I feel like Nick is going to get
all of these,
especially if there's from a ship or a plane. Qantas. Northumberland went on the Valiant Lady. Valiant Lady. Virgin Voyages.
Nice. Did you like it?
Princess is also known as the Love Boat. Yes. All right.
Love Boat.
Here you go. All right. Here you go.
Yeah, at 2 a.m. I didn't realize it was open that late. We loved it. My dad, he loved it too.
I don't remember it.
Yes, when we first got on the ship, we found it. And we actually ate, how do I remember this? You don't. We actually ate lunch there instead of going to the busier areas.
I don't remember this.
Yeah.
I remember dogs. I remember arts and crafts. And I remember lectures. They said that they loved The Valiant Lady.
Good. Yeah, I'm going to add that to my list.
Go with your husband.
Don't take me.
She would be like, what is going on? She would be clutching her pearls.
It might be a little bit too much for William.
As long as Dad has like his...
William would like it.
His time to decompress.
To himself.
Yeah. The cafe is open 24/7. I do not remember this.
I remember it.
Where was it?
And I was talking to my clients the other night, and they were asking about dining times and stuff like that. And we were just talking about, and I said, make sure you check out the International Cafe.
Where was it?
I don't remember exactly where it was, but I remember we found it when we got on board, and we ended up eating lunch there, and then we would always go there for snacks.
It's Airbnb.
Yep.
Airbnb.
We've used a lot of Airbnbs.
Yep.
I just wish that Airbnb would let travel agents book people in Airbnb.
Yeah, like Vrbo is stupid.
Vrbo does. We can book through Vrbo.
But you have to manage everything.
I have to manage everything. Like even the check-in is just a little bit too weird, too much.
Is the International Cafe on all Princess ships? Nick says yes.
Yeah, I would think so. When it comes kind of their thing.
When it comes to Princess, please refer to Nick.
Nick Torres is the expert, and he has videos about it too.
Scotty J's here.
Hey, Scotty J, good to see you.
Yes, please refer to Nick.
We've only done one Princess.
This is the next one. I feel like out of everybody in this chat, Nick will get this one.
Nick will get this one.
That's a hint.
I
had to look up what that... apparently, it's Arabic for the name of the company.
Well, I think it's up. I'll write it down.
I know.
When you get my age, you have to write things down when you think of something so you won't forget.
Mm-hmm.
Have you gotten like that yet?
No, but I have had... It's not because of the age thing. It's because of ADD. But it's like when you walk into a room and you're like,
why did I come in here?
Oh, I came in here for something. You stand there for 2 minutes and you walk out, and then you'll sit down and do something else, and then 15 minutes later you're like, I remember it now. And you go back.
I know. I pre-order our groceries, and William goes and picks them up because I hate walking the aisles of grocery stores. I just don't like them. Anyway, so I pre-ordered through Walmart and do Walmart pickup. And the other day I was sitting on my bed doing our grocery order, and I sit there with my cookbook and stuff, just trying to figure out creative things to fix for dinner because I run out of creative ideas. Anyway, so I walked all the way to the kitchen, and our bedroom's at the other end. Walked all the way to the kitchen to check, see if I had something, and then I sat there and thought, what am I looking for? Had to go all the way back to the bedroom to look at the list, going, oh, I forgot what it was. Something for tonight. Rice. I was trying to say we had rice.
Told you Nick would know. Emirates. Correct. Emirates. Mary Ellen Dillon.
You're smart.
Said that she loved flying with them.
Mary Ellen Dillon.
All right.
I'm so impressed with you.
Next. And their lounge in Dubai was awesome. I bet it was.
I imagine so. We use this a lot.
I don't. Necessarily.
I did when we were planning
Las Vegas.
Yeah, and I've looked at it for New York.
See, I don't look at it for New York.
Well,
I use YouTube.
I don't want to give it away, but it's like we've done a lot there, and so I'm looking for new ideas.
Oh, you were like, I don't know if there's anything else I want to do in New York. I'm like, it's New York. You can find something. My advice for traveling to New York, and I told Gracie this because Gracie's been to New York, and she's like, it's not my favorite city. I said, when you go to New York, you have to be doing something you love when you're in New York.
Mm-hmm.
Whether that be like shopping or learning history or just meeting people or going to see shows.
And you need to plan your day.
I said, but if you're there just to be a tourist, to see the sights, you're not going to like it.
And don't go blindly. Go with the plan.
And understand that Times Square is chaos. Go at like 7 a.m.
For some reason, theater's there. I don't know why. You see what Mary Ellen Dillon said how long it took her to get to India? 32 hours.
Nope.
Oh, my word.
Hannah would be not happy.
Mm-mm. You just have to
stay. Get up and stand.
Get up and stand. Get up and stand. Even when we were going to Hawaii, it was us 9 hours, and we had to get up and stand.
TripAdvisor. Oh, Jarrell's here. Hi, TripAdvisor.
Jarrell was here earlier.
He left. TripAdvisor. TripAdvisor. Why'd you put TripAdvisor twice? Jarrell. TripAdvisor.
Because he wants to make sure you heard him.
TripAdvisor. TripAdvisor. Yeah, this is true too. Go to New York with amazing people. Yes.
Mary Ellen said they used it in Rome.
Yeah, TripAdvisor. But like,
is Nick talking about us?
Of course.
That was such a fun day. We had to do it.
That was just funny because you were like, "Yeah, I've been hiding something from you. You have a surprise," and I was like, "Is it Nick?" I didn't guess anything.
He was already standing like
I didn't
right
see
in front
him.
of us.
I didn't see.
I didn't tell you that like the day before. I saw it. Nick's standing there by this column, and I'm like, "We got a surprise for you."
But wasn't it sweet that my first thought went to Nick?
I know. Is Nick here?
Is Nick here?
Well, and it was perfect because that was our Broadway day. Like we planned all these different activities centered around Broadway.
Mm-hmm.
My dachshund is barking.
That would be Bella. Do.
I think everybody probably knows what this is.
You think? Do you not see all the people that responded already? That would be a Royal Caribbean.
Keith said stand by doesn't mean we have to stand on the plane. You got no seat for you.
Royal.
I've only been on Royal Caribbean one time. You've never been. That was our first cruise back after the pandemic, and we had 33% people on the ship.
Next.
It was very nice. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think I do like to go on one of their larger ships just to try it.
I don't know if this is true, but there's like people talking about how there will be standing seats on airlines. I'm like,
that's a safety concern. So who do you have your most loyalty points
on a cruise line?
Yeah,
Carnival.
I guess I'm Carnival too. I mean, MSC matched us, but
yeah,
I definitely have a lot with Carnival. And Carnival keeps on, or the rumor mill keeps on saying that Carnival is going to change the loyalty system. That'll be interesting. I hope they don't make people mad.
Kind of like how Delta did theirs.
Yeah, that made me mad.
Is Hilton?
I would probably be platinum by now. Hilton. Much as the money from that wedding that I put on my
Hilton. Okay, Amex. Don't say it like that. It's not like this is an extravagant thing.
I pay my Amex off every month. It says that I intentionally put
but it sounds like
I put everything wedding on it so I can get the Sky Miles.
Hilton.
But I paid off every month.
What did they match you to on MSC?
I'm platinum on Carnival, and they matched me to gold, which is well, now they've added another level. But it used to be the second to the highest level, but now they went from gold. They got gold, diamond, and then now they have blue diamond.
Excuse me, what was that?
Who asked that question?
Mary
Ellen.
What happened?
Mary Ellen probably was diamond on Carnival.
Jarrell is sending me.
What they match you with, Mary Ellen? Because I wonder if if you even have a super high level, they still stick you at gold.
I promise y'all have seen at least a commercial for this.
Oh, they don't have this one?
Mm-mm.
Oh. Mm-mm. And that can be close to correct because it's the same company.
It's like,
that's what I thought. She's diamond, but they match her to gold. I don't think they go above a gold. They did at first because Greg with SCT Adventures, he had a high with like Hilton or something because he travels for work, and they matched him to diamond. But then all of a sudden they started matching everybody to gold because I know Paradis did. Oh gosh,
D&J.
Jay. they, of course, are high in carnival, and they match them to gold, too. I'm diamond with roll and got matched to gold. Yep. I mean, it's nice being gold. You get some perks from it.
Hotels.com.
I used to use that a lot. And it is also connected to Expedia. So if you say Expedia, that's correct.
Ish.
You don't want to say Charles correct.
No, but Expedia has a different logo.
It has a different logo, yes, but they own hotels.com. Because when I book through, I book my clients through Expedia for hotels, and I know it's connected. You know, I'm not going to say what this is, but I've never had to do that on a trip.
Yes.
Haven't? No, I did on my honeymoon.
What? No, not we in Hawaii.
Poppy did that, yeah.
Yeah. I was about to say, we could not have gotten anywhere.
If my car got needs repairs, I guess I did that. Yeah. That's who we've used in the past if we had like a wreck or something and we had to get our car fixed.
Did he have Hertz in Hawaii? Is that who he had?
I don't know. You definitely need to rent a car if you're in Hawaii because you gotta go see everything.
Jerome, they gave me a utility van one time. Oh no!
In Hawaii, we had an SUV, didn't we?
This is not Bank of America. It looks very similar to Bank of America. I showed this to Ginger, also at work, and she was like, "Bank of America." I said, "It does look like that, but it's not." Because this is Bank of America's logo.
I think I got bit by a bug on my arm.
I think I did too. Look.
Something bit me in here.
Look.
Yeah, we got bit. A mosquito in here. Welcome to South Carolina. And lots of rain. Has anybody had lots of rain this week? We have had so much rain. We should have a river in our yard by now. Yeah.
I think it does. Bank of America. Thank you, Drew. But Mary Ellen says she ran from Hertz in Maui.
I think that's who my dad ran from too. We used to go out there. Mm-hmm.
This is Amtrak.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
I realized at the end of my presentation that I had no trains.
So you threw an Amtrak.
I threw an Amtrak.
Planes, the movie Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Yes. Amtrak.
So running crazy every week. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hannah hasn't had to turn her sprinkler system on in her yard for a month.
You're supposed to say a year.
A month.
Amtrak is such a ripoff compared to European trains.
Yeah.
European trains are really nice.
We were talking about that at dinner when Hannah went to Germany.
Yeah. I was like, Dad was like, how did you get to Germany? I was like, train. I said, but here's the thing. I went to 3 different countries. So it was like from UK to France, train. From France to Germany, train. From Germany back to the UK with plane. So. What? Can you say this? Say it. That's real.
This is our airline of choice.
Yep. Delta.
Because of Sky Miles.
Okay, this is why I was laughing. Delta. That's what I was laughing.
I did get a notification that I met my
Delta.
Is it silver?
Delta.
For next year.
Well,
already?
good for you. Delta.
For next year already. I'm like, well, I should be gold by the end of the year then if it's halfway through.
Anthony says he flies Delta too. It's just
who?
Anthony.
Yeah.
Delta.
I'm just a creature of habit. I don't know if I can handle trying different airlines, which it probably would save me money if I compared. Yeah. But I'm just a creature of habit, and plus we always use a companion ticket or Sky Miles. We really don't pay for a full flight.
Which I'm like, I have a companion certificate that expires in January, and I'm like, where am I going? Because I have nothing.
Take her out somewhere.
Where are we going?
Cruise on Brooklyn.
What PTO? What PTO? We don't got none. No.
I'm always ready to go back to New York. Look at her.
I do.
I loved when we did that Broadway weekend and we saw 4 shows back to back.
That was crazy.
That was fun.
Now she's like,
I could just go for a long Broadway weekend.
Okay,
but right now I don't see anything there that I really want to go see.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
well,
if I went
Mary.
back, yeah, I would see Oh Mary. But if I went back, I would be doing some repeats, and I don't know if I really want to do that.
MGM.
I don't know if I want to spend the money to watch something again.
I would. You know what I would do? There's like a theater critic guy on YouTube. His name is Mickey Joe. He does the lottery system where you apply like 2 days before.
So you don't know where you're going?
No. It's for the show. You don't know if you are going to get it for sure or not. But you can do several of them. Like you'll pay like $10, and then they'll just put you where they have you if you get it. He said, "Take me to the MGM Grand." Jarrell loves boxing.
Did we not take him to the MGM Grand?
You didn't take him. I took him.
You took him?
Yep.
Was that the day
he said, "Come to Toronto for theater day." That's really smart. I have to see if it goes to Canada. I think it does now, but we have to check.
Oh, I'm sure it does.
Flown 50 Airlines. Definitely not loyal. BDS says he flies
Who
Southwest.
said it? Who's gone 50?
That's Eric.
Eric?
Yep.
Keith flies Southwest.
She said, "I just used my last shutdown voucher a couple weeks ago going to Ireland." We haven't stayed at the MGM in Vegas, but we visit. You know, we
resort hop like we do at Disney.
To my friends, we shall know what this is.
Everybody knows what this
is. They're like, "I'm in Toronto. When's theater day?"
Oh.
It's like
from North to Neverland now. I know where they are. I got it now.
Just took me a minute.
Yeah, I'm gonna go look and see what's in the theaters in Toronto. Never been to Toronto.
You know, come from
I've been to Windsor, Ontario.
The only time I've been to Canada
is on a cruise.
So I would prefer
for like 3 hours.
Yeah, I would prefer to be on foot.
Oh yeah,
you know. So Nick said, "Pick the day. I'm here." I'm here.
Jarrell.
Carnival Sunshine.
Jarrell, you're naming it, buddy. He's watched a lot of our videos.
Precious nugget. My precious nugget. It's the carnival. Carnival.
Is there enough playing in Toronto that you can have
well, Wicked's in Toronto.
A theater weekend?
Carnival. We can look. Carnival. Do. Boop. Okay, I'm going to give a hint. This is a theme park. So have fun. This one's kind of hard. Ow.
That's where I went for my honeymoon.
You did.
So romantic. William and I are both.
He said, "Come to Toronto and have the best tour guide available."
Of course, Nick tours. We watch his videos.
That's funny. Let's see. Oh,
actually, William and I. We were when we got married, huge roller coaster fans, and we went to this one just because the roller coasters. I've always been a huge roller coaster fan until they put me on Velocicoaster, and then I hated life for a while.
You didn't watch. So dramatic.
No, that roller coaster's horrible.
It's not horrible.
It's horrible.
It's not.
If it had shoulder restraints, I would be fine. But you don't put a lap belt.
He said, "I'll message you the website for theater here."
Okay. You don't put a lap bar on something that goes like this.
They do that a lot more
it
now.
Goes like this.
It is
you upside down.
Busch Gardens.
It's not just a...
I'm so proud of y'all. I would not have known what this was. I'm so proud of y'all.
I love Busch Gardens.
Busch Gardens is fun. I've heard that the one in Virginia is a lot better than the one in Florida.
I've been to both. And I agree. If you like animals, because Tampa has a lot of what they did. It's been a long time since I've been. At the time, had a lot of zoo kind of exhibits.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
My father liked to go because they had the beer factory and he can get free beer.
Well, they have the Clydesdales in
Williamsburg.
Williamsburg
is a really nice place to visit.
It's very well themed.
Yeah.
Like all the European.
But countries. Also to get the history of outside of Busch Gardens, the Colonial Williamsburg,
Look at
and
this, man.
Jamestown.
They had the gators and the geckos at
Busch
Tampa.
Gardens. Yeah, and snakes, pythons. Because I can remember my mama going, "Ew," because she hates snakes.
Just funny. Eric B says he wants to go to Quebec, been to Toronto, Vancouver, Montreal, all great.
You can cruise from Quebec too, can't you? I think so.
I don't know.
I know you can cruise to Quebec. I don't know if there's ships leaving from Quebec, like terminals.
Disney Cruise Line.
Our very first cruise ever
in Ole. Disney Cruise.
Was a Disney Cruise Line.
And that's the only
Disney
time
Wonder
Hannah has actually vomited.
It's the only time Hannah got seasick.
Like truly seasick.
The Disney Wonder.
With Mickey Mouse Captain. We got one more. That's really good timing.
Disney cruises are very nice. They have great customer service.
Oh, yeah. And it's great for kids.
Oh, yeah.
They have so much fun.
Yeah. Kids clubs and all that.
That's Nick sending us theater stuff.
My watch just went off.
NCL has, according to Ryan, has cruises from Boston to Quebec.
Nice.
Ooh, I almost had the answer.
Yeah, I need to go on another New England cruise. I really enjoyed that, but I want to make sure it goes to Portland, Maine, because I really like going there.
I want to go to Portland, Oregon.
Waterfalls,
Twilight. Yeah, a lot of Twilight was filmed in Portland, Oregon.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got Southwest. Look at all my people.
Keith should know that one.
I know, he put it. Southwest.
Y'all got this.
I told you.
Is that the last one?
Terrell said, I don't know. Southwest.
That's if we're near Augusta, Georgia.
I'm sorry, Nick. You said you forgot the best one is. If people I can try to do a part 2 of this. I mean, there's other, things out there.
What did he say? I forgot it.
I forgot one T because he put Southwest.
But we left Nick's employer off.
Well, I didn't say this was the only time.
Now she's feeling guilty.
Now I feel bad. Because it's Nick. Because it's Nick. But, I was looking at Mom, because when you do trivia so often, you kind of get hit with, trivia block, and you for writing it and stuff. And she's going to do something different next week. We're spitballing ideas. And I just looked at her and I said, can we just do travel logos? And she was like, yeah, sure, you do it. So I'm glad that a lot of y'all knew the answers.
Good time. That's right, girl.
I smart.
You're so smart.
I'm so smart.
Take after your mother.
Oh. Okay. I'm not saying.
I don't know who is live tonight. I'm sorry. And somebody could help if they know. But Lovey's Fat Life usually comes on at 8. And we have Beach Please at 9. If there's others you know of, put it in the chat. We don't want to leave anybody out. But that's what I have written down.
And we'll be here next week.
We will be here next week. I think the only time we're taking off, God willing, is June 19th.
Cruise World at 8.
World at 8. Okay.
Beach Please at 9.
I guess I should write down Cruise World. Are they always at 8?
That's Ryan.
Ryan, are they always at 8?
Lovey's was on last night instead.
Okay.
That was Holly.
Hey, Holly. Did we say hello to Holly?
I'm sorry if we didn't, but I feel like we did, but I may be wrong.
Well, hello, Holly.
Hi, just in case. I love how we all provide each other with information.
Couldn't do it without you.
Cruise World varies times.
Oh, okay.
Ryan said, no, they are rarely live as far as I know.
Okay.
Mary Ellen said Walter's World at 8.
Walter's World.
W-O or W-A?
I think I follow him on Instagram.
This is why we're, and Northton Neverland said, oh, man, I haven't heard of any of these. And this is why we share information.
We're a fun community.
Yeah. But,
yeah. Right, Hannah, it's 8 o'clock.
All right. Well, thank you all for staying to the end. We truly appreciate you staying here and hope you like the trivia. But we hope that you all stay safe out there, stay healthy, and don't forget to journey on. Y'all the real MVPs.
We're going to go with us.
Yep. We're going to go now. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.